awesome.
Would you like to come with me on an adventure?
Yes, Mr. Thomas. It's fun to see Chris delighting in taking photos.
Cheese Art Centre.
How did you even... It's not even smelled or designed like a cheese.
I'm like a dog. I can...
Finally, a man reunited with his choco banana. Oh, hello there. Welcome to another thrilling edition of PremierTwo. My name is Peter, and today I'll be joined by not one of the only good friends of my life, but one of the best YouTubers in the world. Best-selling author, master musician, eSIM proprietor, Mr. Chris Broad. But he's not here yet, because he's late. So we're starting our walk-in talks, as always, with a coffee out here, in the middle of Tokyo. And when Mr. Broad gets here, we'll be on our merry way.
Shit, mate, is that Rob CD? Are you Rob CD? I love your streams, mate.
No, mate, he's on a cyclothon in a different country. I'm the new king of Tokyo.
Wait, you're not cameraman Paul?
No, he's part of the triumvirate of the Van Gang. I'm Pete,
Lovely
Premier
to meet
Pete.
you, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Lovely.
No, it's my pleasure.
I'm a big fan of your friends' videos.
Yeah, I know, they're very good. Have you seen the new Wacky Weekend?
I don't know what that is. I've got to go, mate. I'll see you later.
All right, take care, buddy. That's fucking... This happens every time. American Pete, once again. Sometimes it's better to be friends of somebody successful than to be successful yourself. That's my motto. Stand on the shoulders of giants. And there's nobody bigger or who I stand in a larger shadow than the man who's about to join me right now. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my goodness,
it's the Affable one.
What are you doing here, boy? I could hear you like
4 blocks away. No, you couldn't.
Genuinely like a block away, and I was like, where's Pete? And then I heard like a whisper on the wind. It was more like a f***ing loud hailer.
Well, kampai to good health. I got you just an iced coffee.
I saw some Australian guy harassing you before I got here a second ago.
Yeah, he wasn't harassing. He was a big fan of my work, and he looking for someone else.
Oh, fair enough.
It happens,
yeah.
I'm sure he'll be back once he sees how great I am. But this is your first walk and talk. Have you seen any of the previous 10 episodes?
Walk and talk. I thought this was chat and sit.
It's not sit and spit.
Walk and talk.
Yes.
It's like roast o'clock out here.
It is.
So hot.
It's this might be the hottest day we've had in about 3 months. You missed a little bit of it because you were in England.
Yeah. I mean, can it be like stroll and sit?
It can be.
Can it be?
Like, here's the good news though, is that on the walk and talks, it's not planned. It's about taking back roads and different streets and enjoying what's the rarely seen.
Oh, the back roads. I want to go on the front roads.
No, but the back roads are what's cool. I mean, we want to show them the main stuff. Plus, we don't want to be Meiwaku. That's the big news these days.
You are Meiwaku. Oh.
This is actually the hottest I think it's been in 6 months.
Okay.
Before the heat gets here, do you have a fitness plan in mind?
I tend to find I get fitter faster when it's hot because I go outside, I work up a sweat, sweat out, you sweat it out. But I have been doing like weightlifting recently.
Really?
I have a feel of that.
He's ready for another round of chest boxing.
Count me out.
Possibly just chest. I'm not sure about the boxing yet.
No, I've started my fitness journey.
And what does that include? You've been doing weights?
Weights, a bit more walking. This is sort of the first step of the
cardio.
Plan.
Okay, the first step of the master plan.
Today? Is this jogging straight?
Nope, no, there's no jogging. We've only jogged once on the walk and talks. The backpack's too heavy for all of that.
Unfortunately, my diet is still a bit questionable. On the way here, I had a pizza bread.
You did? That's good.
And an energy jelly.
Okay.
And a chocolate bar.
All right, carb loading and plus sweets.
And so I need a carb load if I'm going to stream. You know what I'm like? After an hour, I'm like, yeah, I'm good to die.
So this is the best part of your streams are when we're sitting and having coffee, and then it's going to go downhill. Well, the good news is that a lot of the time they're not even going to see us. They're going to be seeing the streets of Tokyo, so it's all good. But the audio will be good the whole time.
Excellente. I do want a six-pack. That's my goal.
I've given up on that.
Okay.
All right, let's get ready to go.
Where's the bin for the coffee?
We're going to go back to the Tullys and drop it off.
First quest, finding a bin in Tokyo. It's never been done before. So check this out.
Okay.
Our first stop of the trip.
We're already done?
I love this building. It looks like cyberpunk.
Oh, wow. That does look like a night city.
TV studio. I think it's TBS. What was your show called?
Cool Japan, and it's not where we did it. We did it at the NHK building.
This is the most cyberpunk street in Japan.
Wait, more than the one we saw in Shimbashi? That was kind of nice.
That was like good.
Okay, never mind.
Shimbashi's better.
That's what I thought, yeah.
When I used to come to Tokyo, I would stay here the most, I found.
Why is that?
It's just really well connected to everything. We're in the middle of Tokyo, easy access to Tokyo Station, Shinjuku, Shibuya.
So you can take a Shinkansen from here pretty easily?
Yeah, and it's just a nice neck of the woods. It's quite classy. There's none of that riff-raff on go-karts around here.
No.
Go-kart bastards here.
There's no trash in this in Nagasaki. It's the cleanest of the clean, damn it.
It looks like a f***ing chicken farm that collapsed.
We maybe have chosen the wrong street to give this.
But they filmed Tokyo Vice here.
Oh, okay.
And there's a scene in season 2 where they shot on this street just here on the left. And if you want to film TV or film in Tokyo, it's really difficult because you've got to get permission from all the businesses, right? And down this street, there's like 200 businesses.
Wow.
We can walk down here if you want. It's quite cool.
I mean, this is the point of the walk and talks.
So they filmed down here, and to get permission, they had to talk to 200 businesses.
No way.
In all of these buildings. And be like, is it okay if we film? Is it okay if we film? Is it okay if we film? And the way you do it, you go to the police station and ask them, you know, can we film? How do we do it? And it was the police that was like, yeah, you can film, but you just got to get 200 people to agree. And they did it, because they were backed by HBO. They had a team of people that went into every business with a present. Like, oh, see my son, here's some sake. By the way, we want to film on your street. And they went, ugh. And then they went, Ken Watanabe's in it. And a few went, oh. But so eventually they got 200 businesses to approve it. And they were able to film it. And apparently they went back to the police. They were like, 200 people, all in agreement. And the police were like, what?
This was for Tokyo Vice?
Yeah.
Ken Watanabe is in that?
Yeah, it's all right. The show's okay.
I prefer the Abroad in Japan show.
Naturally, watching people getting in helicopters over volcanoes.
Hey, I'm watching from the future. Careful on your next step. Trust me. They're old. Thanks, man. Why didn't you tell us a little earlier?
Save this. That's so cyberpunky though. Look at the layers and the man in the car. But like, it's like building, more building, another building, a skyscraper. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers of building there, right? Cyberpunk.
I also think that guy, he does remind me of like I wonder if he just moves back and forth in that trunk for 4 hours because he's like his NPC, right?
Yeah.
They haven't motivated or animated his next steps. That was kind of interesting. This is why we bring you along to the Walk and Talk. Award-winning commentary.
We don't get this from everybody else, you know? So check this out. This is the Hiei Shrine. The Prime Minister's house is sort of around the other side of the park, and we're going there right now to meet him.
Is
so
he
we
one
can
of
have a chat with these
friends?
wacky streamers. he'll just say Yamate.
No, I think the Walk and Talks are bringing streaming back into good light. So this is which shrine? The Mie? Hiei Shrine.
Hiei Shrine, and this is the secret back entrance. Everybody goes around the front. But it's the back of the shrine.
Secret back entrance?
The secret back
entrance. The giant gate that says Hiei Shrine?
The front gate's much bigger.
Oh, really?
Do you want to see it?
Maybe we'll go out of it.
Remember, this is where you met my cousin, Connor.
Oh, he was great.
We met up with Pete and my cousin. And Pete, we were like, Pete, where should we go? He was like, I know a place, it's called Hooters.
No, that is not
like,
true.
Hooters? What is that?
This is ridiculous. I knew that you'd start lying. I did meet you at Hooters.
I've never heard of this Hooters thing.
Oh, stop.
And Pete was like, you gotta go to Hooters,
I like the wings. No, this is ridiculous. This gaslighting. And
I was like, Hooters, it sounds like a riot over. What is this?
Unbelievable. Well, let me defend myself before you change this ridiculous subject. I was coming from a filming of Cool Japan, so I was in my suit still, and it was raining very heavily, remember that? And I couldn't find the place. And then Connor and I ended up having a wonderful time.
This is Connor, my cousin, not
Sea Dog.
Not the Connor, the awful one. Here's the shrine.
In we go.
Check this out, the secret back entrance. Notice, there's just one German couple looking at us on the stairs, and that's it.
There's
nobody else.
Do you think the shrine will be quite packed today on a Sunday?
I think there's going to be a lot of people doing Instagram photos, and you're about to see why.
Oh, interesting.
Right, this is like where you go if you can't go to Kyoto. It's like, I'm going to go to Kyoto to Fushimi Inari. We've got it at home.
I feel like you just, in your free time, instead of editing videos recently, you look up trivia on every place in Japan so that you can share.
12, 13 years. Made 4 videos about everything. Check this out.
Oh, why go to Kyoto when you have Kyoto at home?
Exactly.
There it is.
Thumbnail done. Would you like to come with me on an adventure?
Yes, Mr. Thomas.
So this is the Hiei Shrine. No sitting, no eating, no drinking, no smoking, no pets.
Guess I should turn around.
But it doesn't say no mewaki.
14 years and I've never been here.
Oh, it's a lot of effort these stairs, isn't it?
This is good. I'm glad you're taking the Walk and Talk seriously.
Walking.
I'm ready for our sit and sake.
We get food. I will treasure this memory for a lifetime.
This is the Hiei Shrine?
Hiei Shrine. I mean, that's...
This is in the heart of Tokyo.
It doesn't say no streaming. So
well, of course not.
Obviously be respectful. That's the thing. I've seen a lot of streamers coming to Japan. It doesn't take that much to not be a shopping mall.
You know, I was going to ask you this question. So you often do filming, and you have to, you know, you have to sometimes hold the camera here and take like a vlog style thing, or perhaps that you have a cameraman somewhere in a busy street like Harajuku. Do you ever not feel like you're disrupting the piece?
Not if it's in public. If it's somewhere like this, and I'm going to keep my voice down and be very quiet.
Shrine.
This isn't the shrine though, it's
I mean, it's a nice set piece.
So this is a really cool shrine around here for all sorts of reasons. And I like it. The shrine is so cool. It's surrounded by skyscrapers.
You don't need to hold it up like
Can you hear me? Get a view of that.
Okay.
Beautiful tree. Huh? The skyline of Akasaka gradually leading up to the Hiei Shrine. A place of magic and wonder.
Like a magic and wonder.
What I like about the shrine is that, yeah, we're sort of surrounded by skyscrapers on all sides. It's a lovely view, mate. I love it.
Yeah, these buildings are immense. I also, one of the things I love about the architecture or the design, it seems like no matter where you are in Tokyo, the minute you go into a shrine, somehow the volume gets turned down to like...
Yeah, even on PremierTwo. It's like a 40% volume.
I mean, you don't hear the cars and the hustle and the bustle. It's like they just turn the volume all the way down. And then behind us, bum, 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 boom, 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 boom. Surrounded by Prudential Financial and other magnates, the simple shrine of Hiei is nestled in the urban concrete jungle.
Invest in your insurance, then come to the Hiei Shrine to celebrate.
And then pray for your future.
You want to see the not-so-secret front entrance? Follow me.
Yes, sir. No, this is how, before you enter the shrine, you clean your hands to purify for you. You also, some people do drink it.
I don't.
Some do.
I would recommend it.
And then there are other variations of this.
I believe it's chlorinated. But this is nice. It's a little bamboo forest.
Yeah. And occasionally you have ones that you can wash your money in, or there will be certain animals that you pour the water on their heads.
This is beautiful. It's
gorgeous.
We should just go to shrines like this all day.
I do. That's what I do.
Wow. Whenever I tune in, you're like...
On a back street of an urban highway.
On a back street of highway.
So that was like twice.
This is a concrete overpass built in the 1960s to alleviate traffic flow to Kanazawa.
Well, they all can't be bangers, because the main thing is we start in different places. So when you start in like East Tokyo or West Tokyo, or like not West, like when you start in like any of the Yamanote, that's like between Meguro and Akihabara, there's just such great starting points.
One can't have their cake and eat it.
Exactly. Oh, this is not subtle.
No. It's kind of cool though. We actually filmed, let's just go downstairs.
This looks like a Tony Hawk Pro Skater stage.
This is like, it's kind of what you think all of Tokyo is going to look like a concretey vibes and shrines and whatnot. But actually it's quite rare to have this.
The other thing that people often forget is just how green Tokyo can be. They did a good job on the city planning.
Don't know about that.
Well, I mean, didn't you sometimes...
Like London's got so many green spaces.
Does it?
Yeah, way more than Tokyo.
There's the Queen's Swans as well.
That's a cool view, right?
So the real estate here is probably a little bit outside of our price range.
Is that all you care about, peak money?
No, I meant the property value of the places, though.
Oh yeah, this is like one of the most expensive.
I just meant for
You're
like...
gonna buy a house here?
No.
You made it big on Twitch.
No, I was looking at all of and I've been learning a lot about the whole property value of places because I've been looking. These must be extraordinary.
This is a cool view. You've got shrine, glass tower,
hold on, Melanie.
Cool cyberpunky helicopter landing pad. That.
When Alexander looked over the breadth of his domain, he wept, for there were no more lands left to conquer.
Absolutely. Even after 10, 12 years, Tokyo is still as exciting as it was on the first day I arrived.
He's stealing my lines.
Don't you say the same thing? I've been here 35 years.
That's what I'm saying. That's the same stuff I say.
I've been here since the dawn of time.
Even from Edo to modern times. The horses may be gone.
Get a photo. I want to treasure this journey. Jolly kids. And turn around. Let's see that dashing face. The other way was better, but...
Great. Blast. The other way was better. Well, I'll send it to my son or daughter and say...
So when do you find out the gender? Or do you know it's a secret?
I don't know yet. We were supposed to figure out on the day that we last went for our checkup, but they just couldn't quite tell yet. And I think that means it's a girl. Because I heard that seeing a boy is easier.
Quite easy.
But I also believe it's a boy, so...
Right. You want a boy to raise your dynasty 1,000 years?
Yes. Well, I am the last of my line.
Yeah. You can always have more than one kid.
Yeah, of course.
You know.
And who's to say I'm not like Sir Robert Baratheon with 12 dark-haired young men running around. Yeah. What would be like, you know how in the Game of Thrones, depending on which region you're from, that's your bastard name. So it's Snow or what would
Chicken. Robert the Chicken.
So they would all just be all these chicken surnames.
Sir Robert Chicken.
How brave. I'd like
or just Robert Pork Chops.
Robert Pork Chops. Mine
or
would
Chops.
be
Just
Sir
Rob Chop.
Rob Chop.
Rob Chop. You see that building there?
There's 8, but which one? That's kind of like, looks like it's broken.
I did a shoot in there.
The Maury Tower?
Yeah, not too long ago. And you see there's like a little window on the left side?
This thing.
Check this out. That's the view from there. So that's the view from there.
Is that a pool?
Is that a swimming pool up there, right?
What? An infinity pool?
Yeah, and you can see the Skytree, and I got this amazing shot.
So we're not going to go there today, are we? We're just going to show us a picture from your phone of the joy.
Look at that.
Whoa, that's...
Can you see it?
Yeah, yeah.
So I managed to get the Skytree and make it look like it was coming out of the sea.
Looks like a buoy.
It's from up there. And we went up there. There's a new building, right? It's a new office building. And we wanted a good view of Tokyo for the earthquake documentary. And I was like, this pool's amazing. And they were like, none of us ever used it once. And they were like, we haven't used the pool. It's here. Apparently it's for like the staff, or you can hire it out. And nobody's ever like hired it once. And it's got the most incredible view in Tokyo. So
it's probably prohibitively expensive.
It probably is. And it is quite windy up there. So swings and roundabouts, as they say.
Swings and roundabouts.
Swings and roundabouts. All right, on to the next location to meet the Prime Minister.
Okay.
And get thrown out the country.
One, it's like a little, this is a special walk and talk. Instead of just back streets, you guys are getting like a little tour.
Knowledge.
You're getting knowledge.
I remember reading a great article in this building here. This tower, it's got like the closest hotel to the Japan Parliament area, right?
This one.
The Japan Diet building's around the corner.
Oh, is that right?
And this guy would like, he stayed at this hotel a lot, and he was like 85 or something, and he would do like 100 press-ups every morning and read the paper. And I thought it was such a cool story. And that's the Prime Minister's house.
Wait, this giant building?
Yeah, it's pretty postmodern and cool, isn't it?
I feel like it does have some elements, like the roof looks Japanese. This giant structure right here, this is the Prime Minister's domicile.
Yeah, the front door's over there, but...
Do you want to show us the secret hidden back entrance where they...
Come with me, boy. Let's go around here, though.
You know, I don't think I've ever been here in this area.
What?
Yeah.
You can walk and it's quite empty, right? It's quite peaceful. And you've got nice amounts of park and shrines and buildings. Oh man, I need to put some sun cream on.
We can stop at a convenience store to grab some.
We're in the one area where there's literally nowhere to stop. So this is all the government buildings. All of Japan is essentially run from this location.
That's so crazy.
Every building is like where the government are based.
So this is
Kokai Gijidomai.
Yeah,
Kokai Gijidomai
Eki.
And it's got like the National Diet building, it's like the Parliament, Parliament, which is over there. You've got the Prime Minister's house. It's all here. So that's why there's nothing happening here and all the roads are shut off.
Well, all of the, I bet inside they have Lawson's and Family Marts inside the buildings themselves.
Yeah, they're very bland looking buildings, aren't they? But,
that's kind of, doesn't draw attention to them. Now you've spoiled all their secrets.
I will say Tokyo, the weather is phenomenal. I've spent the last few weeks of like February traveling around.
Yeah.
In Tohoku and West Japan. And I got on the bullet train from Tokyo to Niigata. And it's like blue skies, wonderful. And the only snow you see is on Mount Fuji, right?
Yep.
And then you go through the big tunnel.
Yep.
Through to Echigo-Yuzawa in Niigata, and it's like, oh, it's 8 meters of snow, and it's like a different country. It's a long tunnel.
It is.
And it's a massive mountain range, right? Yeah. And that mountain basically holds back all the snow from the Kanto plain. And then it was like thunderstorms and blizzards and
so imagine there was a similar 14 years ago, as you well know. I left Ibaraki with a little, 3-seat car, the washing machine, and I went through what I thought was a 40-minute tunnel under my car. And as soon as I got out, you're right.
That's insane.
It was like I went to Narnia.
Yeah,
and
then genuinely is quite transformative.
Was terrifying.
It's a really interesting journey though. I love that route, and it's good enough reason to go to Niigata. There's a station called Echigo-Yuzawa, and they have sake vending machines there.
Yep, that's very famous in Niigata.
Yes, Niigata Station and Echigo-Yuzawa.
Yeah.
It's a cool area. Echigo-Yuzawa is where they have Fuji Rock.
No, they also have it on, what was that island? Sado Island. Yeah, I used to go there for fun.
Me? You?
Me.
You went to Sado Island?
It was within visuals of Joet Sushi.
So one day we'll make it to Sado.
And on the original ferry over there, they had an old Nintendo machine. Not a Nintendo machine, you could play Mario Brothers on a joystick and buttons.
Oh, wow.
And just hang out on the ferry. That's where they have Fuji Rock and other kind of festivals.
Yeah, and the Spartan race, I did it there. It's a really cool area. Look at this guy, the police officer with the stick.
What's the 88 Temple Trail?
He's eyeing you up with the stick.
Do you know what I'm talking about? It's in the Ehime and that whole
Shikoku?
Shikoku Trail.
88 pilgrimage.
I have the official stick that you use on your pilgrimage.
Is it that one?
I looked at it very closely.
It's interesting how police officers in Japan use the stick. And they use it to push people back, right? Causing problems. Maywacky YouTubers like Pete.
Wait, don't do it YouTube.
Don't use the stick. Don't touch me with that fucking stick. Bang.
I mean, if anything, Brits have also a terrible legacy of mistrust here. Like that bloke who, this was like 20 years ago, but this drunk
20, we're going that far.
Yeah.
What about Commodore Perry?
He
turning up with his
gates.
black ships and blowing up Yokohama.
No, that was a great thing because it opened up trade once again. No, but this...
Why stop there? Why not go back to Shogun? Why not go back
but this
to
British bloke
Samurai William?
Completely bald head, jumped into the river around the Imperial Palace naked, started swimming around.
Oh, we did do that.
Yeah. That's far worse than Perry.
It's not worse than Perry.
True. Most people think we're talking about poor Prince star Matthew Perry, but no, I mean, it's Commodore Perry.
Commodore Matthew Perry came over with his sarcasm. He changed Japan.
He made friends.
Can you go through that park? That looks really nice.
Surely.
I want to go through that park.
We will. It shall be done.
I think it says no drones, so we're all right. Wait, cherry blossom? Wait, look at this.
Yeah, I think they're in bloom very early. Yeah, I'm serious. Like in certain
Not already?
Yes, it's like unheard of.
Oh,
March 2nd.
There's the Diet Building. This rather grand looking building.
Wow.
That's the
Very
Congress
Western.
of Japan, the Big Ben and the Parliament building.
Don't mention Big Ben to me, please.
Oh, no.
Can you read these
Don't
kanji?
mention the White House. Well, yeah, because there's English underneath it.
No,
That says
I meant the
National
very-
Diet Building.
No, I meant the ones at the very bottom.
It
I
says... No, I can't read that.
I
It's a
know
weird
some of the
thing.
particles,
That's
but
the name of the park.
Koen.
Koku fucking... I don't know, let's just go.
Koku fucking Cohen.
This.
And here we are.
Look at that. That's a kick-ass view.
It's
What
fun to
the
see
fuck?
Chris delighting in taking photos.
People think I'm this monster from the depths of the sea, but like, whenever I'm traveling with anyone, I find I actually appreciate my surroundings.
You know
more
what's
than anyone.
you know what's incredible is you are the most bulletproof person I've ever met. You are adored by your fans. You could say whatever you talk about, Gaddafi
I
and
think there are
Stalin,
limits.
and then they'll be like, "That Chris."
I'm not praising Gaddafi and Stalin.
But
Such
you
a nice
are
view, though.
you are
Look at that.
universally beloved
that.
by your people.
This is amazing. I've never been here. This is what the walk and talk's all about.
Hey guys, if you're new to this series, The Walk and Talk's about seeing the unseen in Japan.
That's cool.
It is very
Yeah,
beautiful.
can I have a photo?
Of you? Sure.
Yeah, I want to be like Connor, who takes like lots of narcissistic photos.
I'm gonna get another one. Hold on. Ouch. Oh!
Yeah, well, that's different.
It's artistic.
Maybe I'll take a selfie as well.
Go ahead. I'll be talking to Chad about the walk and talks.
This is beautiful.
Nothing better than taking a moment to enjoy some of the scenery. We can stand here and have a nice chat.
Chris the Menace. That's the first thing I read. I'm going home. And here we have an American man enjoying the flowers. Oh God. Oh God, what is that?
It's my Frankenstein.
My Doofy out of Scary Movie. This is beautiful.
You only said that 7 times.
This is beautiful.
So you don't get to see these a lot.
I was always a bit like, about cherry blossom season. Because for me, I associate it with just crowdedness.
Yeah.
And busyness and not fun. But then last year when we were on the cycle, Connor and I started in Yamaguchi, right?
I remember.
And we came all the way here. And we sort of followed the cherry blossom trail and the sakura as it bloomed throughout the country. And it's so cool. You cycle through like a park, a little rural park, and there's people out on blue tarpaulins, drinking beer, eating picnics, and just enjoying the flowers and hanami. It's magical, and so it felt really good to sort of go with it. I think the next cycle, we don't get that.
Great.
I think it's the wrong way.
So we're missing all the cherry
So we
blossoms.
missed the cherry blossom, but we're gonna have fun. As long as we don't crash.
The best personal individual moment from like not outside the charity, outside the adventure, outside of the camaraderie. But there was one particular place that we were waiting for you guys that had a, this was during the streams and stuff,
Yeah.
but it was a big parking lot, and at the end of the parking lot, surrounded by nature, there was a single solitary mighty sakura tree
Aw.
that I sat underneath its great oak limbs or whatever, and I just sat there and chatted with everybody as the petals were literally
Aw.
falling down.
That sounds nice.
It was, I don't know if anybody remembers
Where
that.
was that?
Oh,
which,
God.
Which one was that? Oh,
The last one.
Okay.
The last cyclethon
was
that
it
we just
after,
did.
before, or after Natsuki? It's like AD.
Honestly, all of those
BC.
burned in my memory so poorly. I think it was after, because Natsuki was there for 25 minutes.
Pete will be walking around Tokyo for the next few months in
Yep.
an effort to attain the mythical 75 grams.
That's
Oh, sorry,
kilograms.
75
I'm not looking for cocaine. My drug dealer said he'd be
Where's the
here.
75 grams?
People have been banging down my door asking me about your video game habits. They say, Chris isn't a gamer. And I say
used to be.
sometimes, but sometimes when you get the itch.
No, I used to play loads of games. It's just annoying because I played all the classics like BioShock, Half-Life 2, Red Alert, Command & Conquer. The birds are terrifying.
They can sense lies.
But I played all the good stuff, and then I played the original Far Cry, and then I got to like 21, and I moved to Japan, and I didn't really have a games console or a PC. So I got out of the loop, and then my life became like a video game. And you
That's
can
fair.
see it, you can go there. And I felt like that with Japan. I'd be like, what's over that mountain? And I'd drive there, there'd be nothing. Like, what's over that mountain? I'd go there, and there'd be pork chops. You never know what you're going to find over Japan. It's exciting.
So that means that, but I know when you do get into a game, my God, do you get into it.
I don't even know what the last game was.
Tsushima was huge for you.
Oh, Tsushima I was obsessed with.
You were obsessed with it.
I'm quite ADHD, not your level. I have no attention span. So if I get into a game, it consumes me. And I was 4 weeks, that's all I did. About 1 year ago, actually.
And that was when you were bullying me about, no, it was more than a year ago, because you were like, why can't you find my PS5? And I contacted every 75
he was
gram
like,
dealer. No,
Yo, bro, I'll get you a PlayStation 5. My buddy works at Yokohama, Yokosuka base or something.
You know,
And I was like, amazing, thanks, Pete. And then a month passed, and I was like, I want to play Ghost of Tsushima. Where's the PlayStation 5? And he's like,
my buddy's not replying to my messages anymore.
and so it never
yeah,
happened.
I'm from Brooklyn. What do you want me to do? I know a guy who knows a guy.
He's got me a PlayStation 5, and I didn't need your
And
help.
ironically, there's two things about that. When she got you the PlayStation 5, I had already gotten one that I was holding for your birthday. And she said, don't
Really?
bother. Yeah. And so right now,
You've got to be quicker.
I have 3 PlayStation 5s.
You had 6 months to acquire that PlayStation.
Okay, well, I'll move mountains for
Let me
you.
down.
Life is
When
my
the
video game.
PlayStation 6 comes out, I expect it
I might be dead.
like that.
I'll be too busy with fatherhood.
Fatherhood will be your
video game.
your video game, your son
Press
or
X
daughter.
to change diaper. All right, shall we keep moving?
Let's keep going. Ponfrijun Genten.
Uh-huh.
The origin point for the Japanese vertical datum.
The what? The origin point for Nani?
It's supposed to be some sort of geographical point. That's cool though, isn't it?
Very.
This is cool. And there's something out of Lord of the Rings there.
Oh yes, it's the Plantier.
Sauron Citadel,
Sauron's Tower.
Saruman's Tower.
A sacred fire will not avail you, flame of Udun.
I love the tree roots.
This reminds me very much of Missouri.
Ghost of Tsushima. Missouri, yes.
I mean, I tripped over these as a child many a times. And look, this is yeah. And even this is just like our friendship, sprouting from the dirt, becoming
Half broken,
well,
half dead,
it's something aided,
lumbering on.
lumbering on.
Look at that view. There's a guy like praying beneath the.
I think he's having coffee.
He's having coffee.
Yeah, he's not
Never
praying,
mind.
but yes.
Look at the Japanese, man. They're their own culture. You know, they're having coffee and stuff.
Well, he's at the very spot we sat at, so we chose a good one. That was enough sit and spit.
Sit and spit.
All we did was
That's your
stand there.
Pornhub version, is it?
Time to continue our walk. Wow, look at this.
Tokyo, Japan. What's incredible is half of those skyscrapers weren't there 10 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, it's Tokyo's going up at an alarming rate. It's always been a very built-up place, but it's.
Down this way is a really cool hamburger place. I had 60 different hamburgers.
You are so American.
I saw it.
There's a great hot dog stand in the Imperial Palace.
That'd be amazing.
Like, what about the culture, Pete? What about the green tea? What about the petals?
I actually quite like the culture. I do genuinely believe out of everybody you know here, I've probably experienced more actual Japanese culture than.
Fuck, what is this?
I'm serious.
Trump's culture.
No. I mean,
I've met Ken Watanabe and the Emperor.
well, I didn't say other than. I said other than you. Other than you.
I'll top Trump you. You have a Japanese wife, apparently. That's
Oh, that doesn't
that's
count.
a Trump card.
Well, I meant like with the school, we were kind of for 10 years we were kind of forced to do a lot of the culture things for the students. So I do know my burger shops, but I've had to do all the tea ceremonies, all the flower arrangements, and with Cool Japan, they always took me on the craziest little culture events. So I did get a nice little peek at some of the more
You're a man
nuanced
of great
things.
culture. A There can be
a
no
culture.
doubt.
And think about that. In England, I know its culture quite well. I've had steak and ale pies, afternoon pints, and I was robbed.
And you've been robbed,
Yeah. What more of a culture
You
can
can
I
start
ask
a new
for?
Twitch stream, robbed CD. Robbed past tense.
Robbed CD.
I still think, and work with me here, chat,
Okay.
I think we should go to London for a special, like a wacky weekend some point,
Okay.
and try and find the people that robbed you. We'll hire a team of Asian people. Because Asian folks are usually the target of robbers.
Oh, I see what you mean. I thought you meant
Yeah.
like private detectives.
No, because Asians are the finest detectives. No, yeah, I mean, Asian people are targeted, unfortunately, the most.
It's a shame, too.
And we'll do that. We'll go across Westminster Bridge. We'll set up a team. Connor on the binoculars, you with a stun gun. I'll be eating like a burger or something. And we will bait the robbers to do it again. We'll have like fake money that's like got a chip in it or a spray paint or a bag. Make it like an easy target. Have like a key ring with money hanging off.
No,
it.
didn't
Like
even,
a fisherman.
Just have them wear a backpack like my wife did.
Or just give Yuki a backpack with £6,000 in.
Oh, I lost so much
And all your
money.
passports.
What a great day.
What the dickens were you thinking? Anyway, doesn't matter. Water under the bridge.
Water under
in
the bridge,
past.
my
A
friend.
learning experience, no less.
I loved the culture.
And we'll bait the robbers to do it again, and then we'll get them, and we will kill them.
Oh, well,
Or
that might be outside of our jurisdiction. I'll be settling just for my money
We
back.
will force them to watch a PremierTwo video on YouTube while strapped to a chair.
I feel
It'll be like
like-
a Clockwork Orange.
Yeah. But so far, do you want to know how many kilometers you've walked?
20,
About
30.
less than 3.
Oh, for f***'s sake.
We've barely
It's
moved.
ridiculous. Let's walk through here. I've never walked through here before.
Oh, the big park? I've never either.
Yeah,
I
think
turned
walked through
right
it once
this way.
10 years ago.
Well, it's time for a new
Amateurs
adventure.
go right, winners go left.
If you were at a fork in the road without any sort of context of which way leads, would you take a right or a left? Just off your instinct.
Probably right, because instinctively you think to the right is the journey, right?
I always go left. Like in a game where it's like, you know, you have like a random path. I'm like, oh, I'll go left.
It's fair enough. It's fair
Right,
enough.
maybe it's American versus
All
British
special.
ideology. What a cool, I mean, imagine this in the 80 times though.
It's exactly like it would have looked back then. There's a nice hotel that overlooks this, actually. If you want to impress your family or you've got a bit of extra cash lying around, that hotel over there. I think it's called the Imperial Park Palace Hotel.
The one that's curved?
Yeah, and they've got really nice balconies overlooking
let's
the park.
go walk over there.
Well, we're
I
going to
guess.
walk there anyway.
Yeah, so. Here's where they turned down the volume again. You can tell it's just suddenly, and I also just genuinely love that there's people painting, reading, eating, relaxing.
Painting the Meiwaki streamers as they walk through the shop.
I hate being a streamer sometimes.
Yeah. Why does Chris have information about everything? Well, I've lived here a long time and I've made a lot of videos. I'm
I
just trying to
think
remember
you're
what video
curious as well, though,
I
aren't
started
you?
a video up there and I can't remember what it was. It's annoying me now. Because I wanted to view... Oh, I know what it was. I rode Japan's most sleeper train thing. I think we can't walk
You've
through.
had better titles, but
Yeah, and I started it there. And that hotel, great balcony overlooking the park.
look at
Beautiful
this
place.
public servant using my tax dollar as well to scrape and
Oh,
rake.
let's walk in the path, a bit noisy.
I also think that you are genuinely a curious person by nature. When you see something, you want to learn a little bit more about it.
do you
More
mean?
so than like if you go to a place like this, you want to know its history and like, oh, well, why is it called this? The entomology must be unique. The Grand Torino, what the f is Grand Tokyo? And then you're like, I want to know. It's like when I read about a Resident Evil side character, I go to the wiki and try to learn all about it. But you have useful knowledge.
I tried. I mean, I've shot at least 3 videos in this location. Right? I did the one with bloody Ericios. It was called like. It was the worst video I've ever made in the sense that we were sponsored by Marunouchi, the organisation that owns all of this. Right, is owned by Mitsubishi. Everything you see, as far as the eye can see,
Hold on a minute.
is owned by Mitsubishi Corporation. They own
That's too
all
far.
of Marunouchi. All of this owned by one company. Land.
Marunouchi, ne?
Like Tokyo's carved up between 4 or 5 massive companies.
The
For example,
Moris?
over there you got your Moris, like that building there, Mori Tower. That's all owned by the Mori family.
That's also in Roppongi area.
Yeah, and this is Mitsubishi. And I was sponsored to promote this area before the Rugby World Cup. But there was a few middlemen between it. And I think one of them was Hakuhodo, organisation where we started the stream this morning out of the building.
Yeah. Wow.
And I did the video, we sent it to them, and we got a spreadsheet with 150 changes to the video.
No.
And I was like, you can off, and it was like war. And Ryotaro, who's sort of, I worked with on the video, he sort of threw me under a bus on this one. He was like, can you just deal with the client directly? I've got to go and do something. And so I had to, like, I was on holiday in the UK, right? And I went back, and I'm trying to have holiday with my family I haven't seen in 3 years or whatever. And I'm like battling this spreadsheet and Hakuhodo and all these people. And I nearly had a mental breakdown trying to deal with this. And
Really?
Yeah. And I nearly like just canned the whole video. And like so this spreadsheet, right, with 150 changes, we shot it in August. It's like today, but 30 degrees more hot.
It's so, I mean, yeah.
And in one of the shots, I was wearing shorts on a bench.
And they said, don't wear shorts.
And they were like, we don't like these shorts, don't show your leg. And I'm like, everybody coming here for the Rugby World Cup will be wearing shorts. And they were like, don't wear shorts, it's inappropriate. You know, it's 43 degrees Celsius. But you should know, if you work with a Japanese company sometimes, in any capacity like that, they think they own you, and they will try and run you into the ground. So
bureaucracy reigns supreme in this country.
Just be careful who you work with. And there was one scene where Ryotaro and I were having some sushi and having a bit of banter. And I can talk about this because this is 5-6 years ago now.
Statute of limitations.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, they were like, we don't like this fun conversation you're having with Ryotaro. Cut that. And I was like, they basically just wanted like a highlight reel of like how brilliant it was without any banter, any fun, anything. And I had to just be Japanese. Like, I'm not doing the video then, you can fuck off. And I had to really put my foot down with them. And the video turned out all right. It's one of the lesser good videos on Abroad in Japan. But
you have how many videos now? Over 300?
300 or something. And that is the one that I think about the most. So when I come here,
more than your mascot one?
But whenever I come here, I think about that video and how much I wanted to kill Ryotaro at the end of it.
Let that be a warning to other streamers collaborating with Chris. Your life is literally on the line.
This is a beautiful area. So this is Marunouchi, the Imperial Palace Park Gardens.
It also, the Marunouchi is a train line, that subway system through Tokyo.
But, I mean, there isn't that much going on. The next bit of the walk will be a bit boring, quite corporate.
It's never boring with you around, my friend.
That's right. Are there any new video game stores in town? Pete?
In Tokyo? New video game stores? Japan operates a little differently than the West, where if you go to Yodobashi Camera or Big Camera, your main outlet stores, they're going to have the newest games. And sometimes they're the only place that you can do reservations for said games.
Somebody says, why is Pete making Chris sound like he's a terrible tyrant? Yes, Pete.
No, I wasn't.
Tyrant?
You were saying how much you wanted to kill Ryotaro now.
You would too if you had 150 changes on a spreadsheet on the video. And the video is called Things to Do in Tokyo Station something or other.
All I said was I was scared. Oh, you're right. I don't think we can...
Let's go this way and we'll work our way through.
It's a nice walk.
What's your favourite Japanese castle, guys?
What's...
One was at Himeji Castle yesterday.
Himeji's beautiful.
It is beautiful, yeah.
There was one in Joetsu that I was quite taken by in Takara Park that was Masamune Date's, like, it was the remains of his estate.
I was on Sendai local TV once at the Sendai Park where the castle used to be. I think I might have taken you up there once, but the castle's gone. It's just a ruin, it's just like a pebble. And I went up there and the TV's like, Korisha-san, what do you think of this garden? And I was like, in Japanese I just went, Shiro doko da? And they like clipped that, and it's like, and it's just a clip of, we showed Chris the castle, and it's me going, Shiro doko da?
Where's the castle?
Just angry, like, where's the fucking castle? And they just clipped it and kept playing it, and they didn't cover any of me going, what a lovely view. It was just Shiro doko da? So I look like an angry tyrant.
I see, people always miscast you, don't they? All you're trying is to give them the best content possible, and they think of you as some evil.
I know, right?
I know.
And this is where the Emperor is.
Right
famously, or not famously, when I met the Emperor last year, he...
famously.
Just, you're the one that talked about it more than I did. I met the Emperor and the Empress, and I said something like, oh, I live in Tokyo. And he was like, so do I. So that's his house there. That's where he lives, and I don't live there. But no, it was quite funny. Oh yes, I live in Tokyo as well. Do you know?
It sounds like an old British, like, my blast, I live in England also. Of course you do.
What is going on here? Oh, is it a marathon or something?
Oh yeah, I saw people wearing the Tokyo Marathon.
Is it the Tokyo Marathon?
I saw a couple people wearing the garb of it, but I didn't know it was today.
I do know it is this time of year, and it is a Sunday.
I don't think we can walk through the race.
I think we're Choto
we might be Choto.
Can we not walk through it at all? I think we better keep going on a bit, mate. Sure. I've done a lot of things, but I'm never that interested in doing a marathon.
That's more of a Ludwig thing.
The race is like a marathon, but more fun.
Yeah.
F signal, FFF. Oh, it's because everybody's got their phones.
Yeah, I think so.
Look at that, there's 100,000 people.
Even though they can't see it.
Oh, wow, that's cool. Look at those graphics. They're able to spawn that many characters.
Yeah, the new RTX On is crazy. Now this is a walk and talk. Lost, overpopulated.
A walk and flame roast.
Yep, this is
So
hot.
And now that is the hotel I talked about. There's somebody having their wedding up there.
Ah.
4 or 5 stories.
Sorry, Yuki, a bit more expensive than I could have handled.
But if you have a bit of money to spare, you want to impress your family or something, take them here.
The Palace Hotel.
Imperial Palace Park Hotel, I think. And it's every room has a balcony overlooking the gardens.
Wow.
Yeah,
Those are big rooms.
But I've used it to film a video intro because I wanted a shot of Tokyo. So.
And look at this, the Queen's
And there's a
geese.
swan. Yeah.
A heron.
A swan.
Oh,
A heron.
I quite like that word.
Oh, that was quite the marathon.
Boy, am I tuckered out.
Gosh.
Also, this really puts into perspective how out of shape we are. I've seen people from the ages of 18 to 60 showering each other in compliments, and we're like, oh man, 4 kilometers.
We walked up the stairs.
You know, Connor's mother's like an Iron Woman. She's quite strong.
Oh, she's indestructible. She's like the Terminator, T-1000.
She's the upgrade.
If Connor doesn't do his homework, she becomes metallic and kills him.
But I admire that because I don't think it's ever going to be in my life where I'm going to be in any sort of decent shape, but I really admire the discipline that people have.
You're in reasonable shape now.
Yeah, I mean, for my age, sure, compared to a normal American.
I mean, as a 45-year-old man, this is pretty good.
How dare you? I'm not Paul Ballard.
Look at that. That's the marathon. That's all the people that put the effort in. While
Yeah, I see a lot of
dicking
walkers.
about
No, I'm
doing
kidding.
nothing.
I like how they give you this like cool garb to wear. It's like DLC
Yeah.
items. Only they get these cool hoodies.
I don't know, we could bribe someone.
That's stolen valor.
That's what PremierTwo channel's about.
Stolen valor.
Stolen Premier. Yeah, I've never seen the Tokyo Marathon before, and I still haven't seen it.
Now we're in it. This is
We're
like
in the
a
marathon.
90s movie where we accidentally get dropped in a rat race, and now we have to run with everybody.
To get the $1 million prize
Yep.
that we knew nothing about 2 hours ago. We are making our way across Tokyo. This is the least good bit of the walk.
Why?
We've had Emperor's House, we've had shrines and torii gates.
We had a soccer tree.
Now it's concrete, but we are heading towards somewhere very special. So here's a fun fact.
Okay.
Do you know what this is? You see this here?
Oh,
Do you know what that is going to be?
it's going to be a museum.
No.
Okay.
It's going to be the Tokyo Torch Tower, the tallest building in all of Japan.
No.
Well, after the Skytree.
But I mean, like,
Tallest skyscraper, about 400 meters,
no.
and it's going to rise up and be a beast of a building.
Oh, you're right. It says Tokyo Torch. Let's go take a look and see if it has the
Sure. Oh, you can see a pre-visualization. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be big,
bigger than Landmark Tower.
a lot bigger, and it's going to come out 2027.
Well, they should probably hurry up.
Well, it's a monster building. The thing about skyscrapers in Japan is they're girthy. If you look at a skyscraper in Dubai, it's like a pencil.
Yeah.
Whereas in Japan, they build them to be wide and bountiful. And here it is.
Wow.
This is it. Look at that. There's a garden. I think this is where you're going to be streaming from in 3 years' time.
Wait.
2 years' time. If he's coughing to death.
I just inhaled some dust.
Fantastic. So Pete's going to be here like, hey everyone, welcome back to the PremierTwo stream. It's going to be right here. And by that point, cameraman Paul's going to be the biggest streamer in Japan. Hello
doubt.
everybody, I've got a collab with this little YouTuber called Pete.
And if you're looking for Chris, he's up here.
I'll be...
Watch is being captured.
Somebody raided the channel, so I don't know who that was, but thank you for the raid.
Say it's about 400 something meters.
120 stories.
It's going to be the tallest skyscraper in Japan, and it's going to absolutely dominate this entire region. Yeah, pretty cool though. And there's going to be cherry blossom here too.
What happened to this building that looks like there's a faded outline
That
of the
is like, and coming soon, we're going to destroy.
Did somebody accidentally be like, it's
Over here.
They already have it named the Tokyo Torch Terrace.
At least it's called Torch Tower and not Undershaft. Like,
That's
the
a terrible
tallest
name.
one of the tallest buildings in London is one Undershaft. Which
So bad.
sounds like something
Sounds
like
phallic, yeah.
My favourite architect is Kishio Kurokawa, who built the Nakagin Capsule Tower building.
Of course, we visited there. That was the first time I had full control over the camera work, so I cut off your entire head.
So I went there, filmed a documentary that I'm quite proud of, got 2 million views. Went back again with Pete when they were bulldozing.
Yep.
When it was getting knocked down. And you were like, you have adventures with everyone, and then you bring me to buildings that are being demolished. You're an
That is
asshole.
true. But, I mean, there's the more of your tyrant behavior.
Somebody says it's a lame tower, Chris. You wait, what's a lame tower? You better
Maybe
not be talking about the
undershaft?
Nakagin Capsule Tower building.
No, don't listen to the haters.
Because it's gone. Gone. It's never
It
coming
was
back.
a lame tower.
But it was part of the metabolic architectural movement, right? The idea that the buildings grow with the people and they move and they change, except it didn't change at all.
Well, it died.
The only change is it's gone.
I mean, that's a natural lifespan, I suppose. Oh, this is quite nice. I've never seen this little area. Where are we?
A Lawson with a cherry blossom. This is a tourist hotspot. This is nice. There's a shrine here, and I've never seen it this busy.
Yeah, I've passed it once or twice. But
Surrounded by skyscrapers. That's the Mandarin Oriental Hotel.
the Takeda Tower.
That's where Morgan Freeman stays when he comes to Tokyo.
No. Why?
He's got sponsorship with the Mandarin Oriental Hotel.
Oh.
And then he can look down on the shrine. But everyone takes photos of the shrine. It's like Japan, old versus new. A shrine with skyscrapers. What they should be filming is this Lawson and cherry blossom. Isn't that wonderful? This is
my Lawsons with
symbiotic
Fujis.
of our special relationship.
It will last for 1 week.
Yeah. More like a special relationship, like a fraught relationship.
Okay.
Let's get a photo of our special relationship.
Okay.
Amazing. Where the f*** are we? I'm lost now.
Or you
Is there
can-
a restaurant?
No, sure there's one in Starbucks.
Can't just walk in and use the bathroom.
Well, I mean, are you thirsty?
Thirsty for a special relationship.
Well, that sounds,
it's fine.
don't clip that one. I don't want that to be part of our special transatlantic.
Oh, dear.
Have you tried this, by the way?
Family? Oh, yes.
No, the cheese.
Cheese in chicken.
The cheese in chicken, famichiki. Ah, man. And then there's the cream cheese roll as well.
Nah,
That
look
one
at
looks
that shit.
disgusting.
I bit into it and it exploded all over my face. And it was like molten lava cheese. And I was like, this is a terrible idea.
He means the cheese in
And I got
famichiki.
really angry and then I carried on eating and I was happy. That's interesting. There's a smoking room.
Yeah, there's a smoking room, but not a toilet. Is there?
Yeah.
Let's chill for a minute, guys. I'm gonna use the restroom as well when Chris is done. Ooh, look, they have the new line sock version. I quite like these. That's a nice color. That pink and yellow and soft blues are adorable. These are great too. I buy these for my bath. I use one of these almost every night. You throw these in your bathtub and they give you like a nice little herbal bath to it. And then Yuki uses these all the time. She uses this every single night. Probably because she doesn't want to see me. Show us the sweet bread section. Consider it done. So you have a variety. They call these milk breads. They're just kind of sweeter. These are quite popular as well. These are little pancakes, and inside there's margarine and maple syrup, so that when you bite into these little pancake sandwiches, you get a delicious little flavor bomb. Then you have the red bean paste. Okay.
I hit the flush button and the sink flushed.
So should I pee in the sink or? Okay, I'm gonna leave the. Here, hold on a minute. I'm gonna give it to you in a second. Show them some fun snacks here.
Oh.
And if you do this one, please grab it back.
You just left me with microphones. Oh man, this is awkward. Let's just walk off. Let's go home. Awkwardly walking out Family Mart, having not bought anything. Looking very drippy today. I'm drippy in f***ing sweat because it's so hot. Welcome back. We are outside Family Mart, having a whale of a time here on the PremierTwo stream. Both Pete and I are symbiotic of the American-British relationship. When it's up, it's up. When it's down, it's down. I really want some Family Mart chicken, but I can't keep the stream together, hold 3 different microphones, a rucksack, and also order cheesy chicken. So, also, I'm trying to eat healthy. I feel like one Family Chicky cheese will undo the last 2 hours of walking. So, I'm a bit reluctant to do it. What I do want, though, is some Bacardi Sweat, because I feel a bit dehydrated. Give us the Family Mart chicken tier list. There doesn't need to be a tier list. There's just one S tier chicken. Family Mart chicken. Here he is. Where's my chicken? Where's my Bacardi Sweat? I want something.
Well,
I think Bacardi Sweat. I'm quite dehydrated.
Fair enough.
Is that PremierTwo expense?
spare no expense.
Yes. You chose wisely.
Here's the news so far. I have walked, but together, pretty much, we've walked about 10,000 steps. So we're halfway to our goal.
Is that it?
Yes.
All right, let's pick up the pace. Let's go.
I'll show you the peak pace that I'm normally on during a walk and talk, okay?
You said the peak pace.
Yeah. This is the normal walk.
It's headache pace.
Headache pace.
I walk like this, mate.
I mean, actually, you know the thing that you guys don't know
walk
about
like
Chris? He walks very fast. Those calves are not for show. Well, they are.
Sacrifice has been made.
You do. You walk like ridiculously fast for a man of your carriage, as you
I
always
feel
say.
bad because I walked past the view yesterday and they wanted to say something, but I was so fast. I couldn't slow down. It would have been like stopping a freight train.
You need a blue shell to keep up with you. It's ridiculous.
Oh, that looks cool. What's up there? Let's go this way.
Would you like to walk that way?
Yeah. This way. What is this?
Enjoy.
What is this
Canned
town
cooking from Sunyo.
Let me tell you about a very special product. It's called Sunday
rations.
White Peaches. This is literally like the dying days of World War II, what people ate probably.
Maybe right after.
But there's a white girl in the market.
60s, yeah.
To be fair, this is probably what I eat now. I'm like, Charlotte, would you like dinner? Would you like to enjoy canned cooking?
Yeah.
And I get a white peach and I pour it into a bowl.
That's your next award-winning line of products. Wow.
What is this place?
So this one has like red beans.
It must be a factory of cans. Or something. Chris, I've been watching YouTube since you first climbed Mount Fuji. Thanks for watching. Yeah, that's a long time. Jesus. You haven't climbed it yet, have you?
No, sir.
That feels like a...
I don't want to. I'm not like Duke Wellington or whoever sees a mountain and says, I must climb it. That's a very British thing.
It is quite British.
It is.
Mountains are made to be climbed. If you can see it, you can go there, Pete.
What did Confucius say? He said, life is easy, we just make it complicated.
He said life is better with balloons.
Yeah. That was Confounded, I think, was his name.
Confucius.
Confucius.
Wait, what's that? Cheese Art Centre.
How did you... Cheese Art Fromagère Association of Japan.
The Cheese Art Fromage.
How did you even... It's not even smelled or designed like a cheese.
Dog, I can...
It's incredible how quickly you found this. The Cheese Art Center.
That's really cool. So you see this in Tokyo. A lot of people just don't get rid of it. To be fair, it's not a house either, it's a shop, I think. But
I don't think it's anything anymore.
it's nice though. I mean, this is a taste of what it used to look like around here. This area was lined with wooden houses and all sorts. And this is, when I did the recent earthquake documentary, there's a map of Tokyo and it's like fire risk. It's like, perfect, no fires. And then you get right here and it's like, epic fire risk, goodbye. And it's like, because there's a lot of buildings made of wood still in a very compact space.
I mean, they've had the great Edo Tokyo fires of yore that were absolutely devastating. Burned 90% of the city down.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
Natsuki shouldn't have had that cigarette.
Yeah. Shouldn't have thrown it.
One Marlboro Red cigarette plus a wooden building.
Lucky strike. He just threw it.
He only smokes Marlboro Red Army now.
At least those are the healthier ones.
Well, look at this. It's Barbie's boat.
Look at all these pink boats. Can you tell me what these are all for?
Oh, how do you know? Tokyo was once called the Venice. And then in the 1960s, Tokyo got money and they concreted over all the rivers. So Tokyo used to have lots of canals, and it still has a fair few, but it's not what it once was. But it was like the Venice of the East. If you look at photos of Tokyo in the early 20th century, 19th century, it is a lot more like Venice. It's the city was sort of in the sea.
And it's also how they sent a lot of mail and messages and parcels was through the river works.
That's right. Basically during the economic miracle of the sort of 60s, Tokyo hosted the Olympics in 1964. They were like, let's build 1 million roads and highways and concrete over everything. So everything's very concretey now, and there's not much of this remaining. So enjoy it. Enjoy your Barbie-looking boat.
Well, these might be food and drink boats that go along the river at night.
Somebody says, does it smell like Venice? Certain areas of Shibuya do.
Well, yeah. So the question for you that was proffered via text-to-speech is, what advice would you give to someone starting out on YouTube? There you go.
Get the taiyaki custard fish.
And then make a Japan Eats video. I'm good. I think what he was trying to say was find a niche, much like the taiyaki custard, which originally was, actually I can give you guys a good metaphor for this. What he meant was, in the Edo times, it was very hard for fishmongers to sell a lot of these red snappers, which is the fish that they're using for the taiyaki. So a guy came up with the idea that he could, people couldn't afford it. The taiyaki was so expensive that people were finding themselves desiring to have this fish for good fortune or for the celebrations or anything, but they couldn't afford the fish. So he created a red bean paste stuffed fish designed sweet that people could still enjoy the taiyaki taste and the taiyaki feeling in like the red snapper, but in a cheaper, more affordable form. So what Chris meant is much like the man whose innovation was to corner the market against the fishmongers, you too should find something unique and specialized that you are interested and enthusiastic about. There you have it. They don't understand that well, the metaphor was a lie in improv, but the story of the taiyaki is true. So they used to have these giant iron tongs that have the fish at the end, and they make one at a time by dipping it into the... It was pretty cool.
Right.
Yeah, I forgot what the place is. It's over by Tokyo. Well, they're all dead. No, I'm kidding. They, now they just use like a little oven or a
you can see them making a custard. Look, put your camera in.
Oh, wait, they're still using the smaller iron one.
Look at this, Pete.
Did you get Onko or custard?
Custard. It's not just any custard either. It's premium custard.
Ah, I know something of the premium quality and the premier quality of the different ingredients.
Well, they've got to be very careful.
Why is that?
It's second only to takoyaki. This is the hottest substance on earth.
Other than the Femichki cheese?
When you bite that as well, when you bite into the custard, while tantalising and delicious, is extremely hot and thus very dangerous. So Safety first.
Have you used your tongue not grown accustomed to the piping hot custard yet?
Grown a custard.
Bougie custard. And thank you guys for that hype train. It's very kind. I didn't know that's what all those little sounds were.
Oh, I need the f***ing hype train. I can't stand up anymore.
All right, I'll give you the updated statistics. So far, we have walked for an astonishing... We've only moved 2,000 steps since last time. We're at... We're at 12,000 steps and 9 kilometers. So we're still only halfway through our journey.
What time is it?
2:39.
Oh, it's my dentist. Goodbye. Dentist appointment.
With a custard?
No.
What a fool you are. I mean, we can stop whenever you'd like.
This train don't stop. No more. Let's go down here. This is where excitement happens, right on this street.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Been some tumbles, some rough and tumbles out here. Motsuyaki.
Ugh, it's horrible, isn't it?
I'm not a fan of motsuyaki, no.
What's this?
Gyoza. Chuhai for 380 yen. It's like 250.
That's funky.
It's the moon.
This is kind of what I thought Japan would look like. I thought it'd be like trees and plants and bikes and vending machines and shit. Tokyo doesn't look like this. It's just this neck of the woods.
I think this kind of reminds me of Kanai and Yokohama and Chinatown area.
Maybe it does look like this.
If you watch Premier2 streams, I usually end up in hallways like this.
A train, a fish made out of metal. I've seen everything. And there's a butcher leather.
A butcher leather.
And there's a person made out of metal saying come. Doesn't even say welcome.
Okay, maybe I haven't been to a lot of these
It
places.
doesn't say welcome, it just says come.
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 It's an invitation.
Come for the
fun.
metal, stay for the fish.
Let's take a look at the Mitsuke burger. You have, I mean, it looks quite nice.
It's
They have
100%
relish.
beef as well. Well, it's 100% beef.
Well,
Somebody say 100% beef. Beef? Do you want some toasty beef?
well, they also have karate mash burger. That sounds
Jolly good, jolly good.
I still want to try it.
You've got cumfish and beef burger. What a great place.
Yeah.
This is where Japan comes alive. Wait, down here.
That's painful.
It looks like a wooden building, but it's a lie because it's a plasticky building with a wooden
It's an
facade.
Odin shop. Wow.
Do you know Charlotte made fun of me and Connor?
Why?
More than once I've said facade instead of facade.
Why would you say
I
facade?
wasn't thinking.
Facade.
You're talking to a Sunday Times best-selling author.
Did you read the audiobook? Yeah, was it the audiobook reading 17 hours long?
Facade of the Himeji. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, let's go take a look.
Look at this, look at a dinosaur head. It's a tree, it's a tree. I thought it was a skeleton.
No, the dinosaur head's probably apt. These are called, what are they called? Nimas? I know the word, I'm forgetting it. Me and Yuki did one for our baby. We went on a special day for safe childbirth.
We hope it's a boy because I want a dynasty that will last 1,000 years. What did you write in yours?
I said, I hope you feel loved forever, and I am ready to be an encouraging father.
Tokyo, Japan. It's good to be here. Is it Tokyo? It's Tokyo. And look, there's a Burger King.
Stupid.
People annoying. Every day I get a message like, Chris, my family and I are coming to Japan. We would love a tour. Can you be our tour guide? I'm like,
You don't want him as a tour guide.
if I'm your tour guide, it's going to be unspeakably
Yes.
They'll be like, and here we have the first Burger King in Kyoto, followed by McDonald's special Samurai Mac burger.
I think what people miss when they use your guides and your videos as a resource is it's not to ask you what to do, it's that you've created your own adventures and so should they.
Yeah.
That's the takeaway, is that look at all these things I found in all these different places. Now
Imagine, it's like, we want to go to King Kakuji. I'm like, you can't go to King Kakuji without first having the family chicky cheese flavoured
and
chicken. Why am I doing your voice impersonation?
Because
of
that's
me?
how you talk.
I don't talk like that. I've become you.
It's on
doing
the
an
fuckade.
impersonation. Who's ready for a kick-ass view?
Is it actually kick ass?
3. Yeah.
Here, I'll do the thing that we do once per stream.
I know there's a pigeon. Let's come and see us.
And here we have the red and the white spotted wonder pigeon from the plains of Mozambique.
He's a fat one.
He's a big pigeon. When Natsuki was in the UK, he was like, "Your pigeon, very big. Your f***ing pigeons are big, you know." Cheeky sausage.
It's incredible. It's incredible. Look at
Go to the edge. Wait, here we go.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that boat, mate. Look at that f***ing boat, mate. A f***ing beautiful. Here we are on the Sumida River, where dreams become reality.
So
This is nice though.
here it is, the Sumida River,
A little bit of water, a little bit of bridge.
the Sobu line.
Look at this. This is the money shot. Look at this boat.
Trucking
I
along.
want it. This is trucking brilliant.
Should we take a quick breather? There's a bench here, just for a moment.
In the sun.
Just give the people a nice little view as we chat for a moment.
Cheeky little sit down here on the Sumida River. The towering Tokyo Skytree, the world's third only to the Burj Khalifa and the Merdeka 118 building in Indonesia.
But soon to be the Tokyo Torch to outdo them all.
That's not at all.
So far, I still think the highlight was in the first 15 minutes when we found the sakura tree.
Agreed. Chris, will you be a good uncle or a bad uncle?
He'll be a great uncle.
I'll be the finest uncle.
Really?
Uncle Chris.
Will you?
I'll turn up, shower him with, or her, with gifts and praise and money. And then they'll be like, Uncle Chris, stay a little longer. I'll be like, I have to go. My people need me, and I'll off in my car.
But then it'll be
All
interesting.
my
because-
favourite uncles like arrived for a day, went, all right, money? I was like, yes. And they're like, money. And then they just drove off. I was like, yeah. That's the best kind of uncle.
Oh, why don't you let Papa Pete hold the money now, son, and then I'll.
What would Uncle Connor be like?
I think Uncle Connor's going to be very.
I can't finish my stream today. I'll meet you next time.
No, I
In
think
3
he'd
years.
be. Do you want to try beer?
Try my new bit.
Try my new beer. I think he'd be a great uncle. I think Paul would be funny. Christmases will be great. Uncle Ian will be nice.
Ian would be my godfather if I had a kid, which I'm probably not.
He'd be your godfather?
Because he's like reliable. And you want the godfather to be reliable, right?
I want the godfather to be dangerous.
to be reckless.
I guess he did grow up in Essex.
I want Colonel Gaddafi to be like, what is stupid nonsense.
So wait, who would be the godfather of the people I know? I guess Ian would be a very good one, but I don't think he wants the responsibility.
That's
He'd be
why it's
like,
so good.
I
It's
don't
like,
know.
I don't want the crown, and that's why you're the only one
True.
who's ready for the crown.
I would be the fun uncle if I was a funkle. That sounds like some sort of fungus. Some sort of infection in the child's life. Oh, Funkle's coming.
You do look like a funkle. Does this not look like a futuristic spy submarine? Look at this. That's cool.
That is. They'll
What
see
the
it
fuck?
in a minute.
I've never seen that before. Look at this. Look at this boat.
Let me see if it's in shot. There it is, right behind you.
Jolly good. Red October is here.
Oh, the anticipation. Fancy.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right, let's continue our journey.
Let's crack on, mate.
Before you give me another lecture. It's nice though. The river smells alright.
Yeah.
I thought it might smell a bit meh, but it's quite
So
nice.
this is wait, there's a sign that says Asahi at some side of, I think it's on this side of the river that you pass. This is the cheap side that we're on.
I mean, it's sort of all cheap both sides.
But I can't, it actually might be that side.
That's a romantic view. With the
No, that
bridge.
has Tokyo Skytree on it.
That's cool. The Skytree is quite the sight, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
I never get bored of it.
We are bringing you live 4K feed
Of this construction works.
this construction works.
And here we have the new piping system of the Sumida River to dredge the banks of the river. Sewage.
finally.
Times past.
Finding all the old bicycles that were dumped in there.
I mean, I was talking to someone yesterday about Tokyo. I love London's architecture. Hey, look at Tokyo. It's a bit ugly in some respects, but there is a sort of beauty to the chaos, and there's
I
also
think
a
at
big
night-
there's a bit of building that looks like literal beer over there, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And
that's the
third,
Asahi building.
third tallest building in the world.
So here's the thing, though, is that Tokyo should be judged, and so should Paris. They're two different cities, nighttime and
two different situations.
Right.
Because obviously Tokyo is thoroughly seismic, shall we say?
I think at night, this city is truly where it's most impressive nature.
I think so.
Whoa. We've done just over almost 14,000 steps, and we're really trying to go to around 20. But as long as we get 15, I'm satisfied. We've walked about 11 kilometers. It just updated. We've done 12 kilometers, and we're at almost 16,000 steps.
We're here.
Asakusa.
Well,
Well, do you know, is where you're meeting Shapiro in a general area?
nowhere near this, but
Okay.
I want some food.
Okay, for food then, I leave it in your capable hands.
Let's let the chat decide, or give them the illusion of decision. Should we go towards Asakusa and the Sensoji Temple?
No.
Or should we go towards Skytree and not the Sensoji Temple?
Sensoji Temple just has a bunch of tourist food though.
Big fried chicken.
Those were terrible. You
was
hated
terrible, it was
that.
terrible.
All this is tourist
Everyone's
land.
written Skytree anyway, so okay, let's get a beer. Where can we get a beer?
Almost
That's one
anywhere in
criticism I
Japan.
have of Japan. There's no we walked around along the river for 25 minutes and didn't see a single bar or pub.
You've got to be joking. The one criticism of Japan is there's not a beer nearby.
Because like in the UK, this would be like, let's have a nice pub on the river. And you'd sit there.
And it'd be trashed
have your
by
cider.
midday.
No. You'd have a cider. You take in the cool afternoon air.
And these chavs
But
would
in
stab
Tokyo,
me.
you can't ever stop anywhere and actually enjoy it. You have to keep moving, and that's not an exaggeration.
I think that there's plenty of places
We didn't see
to
a
stop
single
and
bar
enjoy.
or restaurant or pub or anything for 25 minutes.
Well, I mean, on the river is quite rare to have.
We'd have 50 pubs per pace. If you didn't get robbed, you could enjoy them all.
It's a wonderful feeling to just walk into a warm pub.
It's magical.
And London, one of the things that I did when I was in Japan, when I was in England, was almost every time I passed a pub, I stopped to take a picture. And then I got to like 116 pictures on like the second day, and I thought, that's enough. But they all have cool names and unique doors and pretty signs.
We're now over the river into uncharted territory.
So this should have food around this area now. I find that in Asakusa, it's a bit harder for me to find genuine kind of like, it's like going to Golden Guy and saying, this is Japan, which it is, but
it's not anymore really, is it?
Kind of more tourist focused these days.
Wow, it's easy to arch your head ever further upwards. It's quite the building, isn't it?
It is quite gorgeous. I do love the Tokyo Tower, but when I see this one up close, it is pretty astonishing.
Tokyo Tower's still the boss.
I still like it more, barely.
Still the OG. What
in the hell? There's like a...
Yeah, you can see from here. Oh, it's a park.
Yeah, but there's a little roller coaster.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, there's a slide.
If anybody can make it to the
You've got to be a
top...
kid to go down it. Can you think anyone can go down the slide?
I saw a dad. I don't think that woman's a kid. I think this is my excuse when I'm with my kid to be like, let's do this. If anybody can reach the top of that, I will give those kids my entire stream backpack.
Show the viewers the view. Have a cheeky look at that,
Okay.
mate. And as we look up a boat with the slide. Wow.
So there you go. You can see. There they go.
We should probably cross over and get a shot of the sky tree. Come on. Oh, look at this. Look, everyone's getting shots of the sakura. I thought she was falling into the sakura.
Oh,
look at them all posing. This is hilarious. We've got to do it too. Come on. Let's get a crappy photo, Pete.
Okay, wait. Do I need to bite this thing up there?
Some proper models here. And just us.
I'm a proper model.
Yeah, you go here. Go here. That's cool.
Here, I'll show you guys what he's seeing. Okay, wait. It's like Dad finds his first camera.
Look at that. It looks like the tower's coming out of my back.
You've been carrying it around all day. That could be a metaphor for the stream.
I carry the stream and I carry the sky tree. Let's get a photo of you.
Did that hurt?
My back was the front.
Here, I'll try to get...
It's good.
That looks great.
For 50,000 yen, it's yours.
No, great. You're already charging me for photos now. How your legs feel?
This is supposed to be my day off. I've been working like a maniac.
You chose today.
And then I'm like, hey, I want to meet up with my good friend Pete.
But then I didn't know
like,
it was going to be painful.
Yeah, let's walk across the planet. In 6 hours.
Has it been 6? No, it's been 4.
You've seen Walk and Talk. Get ready for wash and fold. That's tomorrow afternoon.
Yep, that's our dirty clothes.
Himself from all the walking.
The old wash and fold. That's my new fatherly duties. Cafe and bar event space.
It looks like a tourist trap.
This looks like a Artedly coming soon. Ian's greatest idea ever put to paper.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Oh no.
I think that the idea was good, but the execution was a bit off. From here, it just looks really bad.
This is a bench, right?
I hope.
I'm not just like trashing his sculpture.
It could be
This looks like it was designed to be
cuck seat. I don't know. Might want to leave it alone.
What did you say?
Was it comfortable?
Did you say it's the cuck seat?
Yes. Okay, so let's take a look really quick. It looks like we've done it, lad. It's 20,000 steps in the books.
I can't feel my legs.
20,000 steps, 1 taiyaki custard, and a never-ending...
And the sad truth is that taiyaki custard probably negated a lot of the steps, but there's no regret.
No, it didn't.
I have no regret.
By this point in time, you've definitely burned... Oh yeah, we're at 900 active calories.
Jeez, things are about to get exciting.
20K, cracking good show.
What better way to end it than by you buying me a ring? The pair ring making experience.
Incredibly, it's 4:30, so we put in some solid work.
Hell yeah. And now, food time.
And now food time.
Small food.
Here's where it all began when we did our walk across Tokyo. We took a bit more meandering of a path today, but same premise.
Oh look, there's food, Pete.
Oh, look, food stalls, yattai.
Choco banana.
Choco banana.
Choco banana.
What?
Come on, Dad. Give me a chocolate banana.
All right, choco banana. We have yakisoba.
Sustenance.
They usually have the fried hot dog. Yeah, there they
I
are.
think we need to review all the food.
Let's get Papa
the
Chris
one at the
a
back. Get one at the
proper
back.
banana choco. Is there any particular color you like?
Blue. I want that blue one at the back.
I'll eat it. Onegaishimasu. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Yeah.
Finally, a man reunited with his choco banana.
That's some good chocolate banana.
So you recommend this food stall?
It's a solid 7 out of 10. Delicious.
A glowing endorsement. Well, you spilled half of it down your trousers, but okay.
You doing anything?
I'm all right. I want to have a Guinness pint or a Asahi Super Dry.
Oh, takoyaki. That would have been a good shout.
I also think yakisoba at these kind of places are always a hit.
Simpler the better.
Yeah, I love yakisoba.
Let's go down the bit that's not massively busy.
But for the people, Chris, for the views,
Well, this is the view right here.
these are fun.
Doesn't really work.
Let me see. Now somehow we have to eat more. I think you'd be good for the geisha at the bottom.
Difficult.
This is kind of cute too. You got the roller coaster in the background.
Today's been a roller coaster, Pete.
No, it started just going up and it's been downhill ever since in a good way.
A roller coaster that's plummeted down. This theme park is so ragged.
It's ridiculous, yeah.
It's pretty questionable. This used to be like a shack, like this bit down here.
I quite like this. This is very nice. New discoveries. And now that
It looks like a
nights.
theme park, does it not?
Yeah.
It's a theme park. All this walking's hungry business and thirsty business.
It's called Bust a Move by Young MC.
This reminds me of Shimbashi, but worse.
Yeah. This is like a kind of a shimbashi.
Why don't we get beer and sit by the river or something?
Well, that was what I suggested about an hour ago.
Obviously. Well, I wanted to bring people to the action.
This is great. This is great for them to see.
Isn't this magical? Isn't this exciting?
This is magic. This is great.
this a tourist trap?
It's fun.
Wait, what's down here?
Dude, this has to all be new. I don't remember any of this
Yeah,
stuff.
this didn't exist as I remember it. This was here though.
Lots of laughter and camaraderie, and everybody's just enjoying their. What day is it? Sunday?
Sunday.
Sunday evening.
Maybe that's why it's so busy. I don't normally come here on the weekend. It's definitely a lot more lively than it normally is.
This is cool to see, though.
But I honestly wouldn't recommend really sitting here and eating or drinking. The food's and the drink's way overpriced because obviously it's touristy, epic area. So, oh my god, you know what's coming up here?
What's that? Oh, the
Big
fried
fried
chicken.
chicken.
Yeah, I remember now.
Big fried chicken. I wonder if it's still in business. It's been over 2 years. I wonder
hope
if it
not.
still exists.
No, it was bad. I'm trying to think of it in the best light.
It was pretty The problem was it wasn't juicy, it was big.
Yeah,
It was called big fried
missing
chicken.
the juice.
It wasn't called big juicy fried chicken, it was just big fried chicken.
Well, it was flat too, so
It was flat.
it was
It looked
like.
like somebody got some fried chicken, stuck it under the tyre of a Ford Fiesta.
Well, what do they call this? It's like a. In France, they do that with lamb. They smash it down with a mallet and they make like a frite or something like that. That's French fried.
it's a bit like.
But it was like supposed to be like that. It just totally not what we were hoping
God,
for.
it was awful.
Oh wait, no, it's there. I just saw somebody eating it right now.
Is that it? Oh, there is.
There you go. Still exists.
Why eat there when you've got Wagyu and rice to your left now?
That looks so bad.
Hey, that's why we had our big fried chicken at the start of our
There it is.
video.
Although I feel like that's where we ate it.
We ate over here.
After we grabbed the
this was
fried
the-
chicken, they had like the little sitting zone.
Yeah, this was the designated eating spot for the big fried chicken.
Yeah, now it's the designated burial ground. That's where they're gonna bury me. Here lies Big Fried Chicken and his friend Pete.
What do you mean in his front?
Well, hey, at least we got a plot near Asakusa, for f***'s sake.
Got my family coming to Japan soon. I can't work out whether bringing them here or not.
Is that what this today was all about?
Scouting.
Plotting? Yeah.
Scouting.
This is a wonderful day. Now we've really kind of gone overtime. You've exceeded all expectations. Because,
What did you think I was going to do?
well,
I give up. I'm not walking more than 5 meters.
I thought we were at 14,000. You're like, I'm done. I need sustenance. That was nearly 10,000 steps ago. We're at 16 kilometers now.
I think a simple beer down by the river is just a ticket. Somebody earlier on mentioned the film Perfect Days.
Yeah, you mentioned it.
I don't know if anybody's seen it here in chat, but like, who wants to see the restaurant where he goes for lunch every day?
I do.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Come with me.
Don't say McDonald's, please, God.
And it's called McDonald's.
Oh, I was like, oh my God.
It's not McDonald's. What do you think I am, honestly?
Well, perfect days all begin at da-da-da-da-da.
The perfect day begins with a mega muffin. With a sausage egg McMuffin. It's about a man who cleans toilets in Japan. He cleans toilets and then he goes for lunch at the same spot every day. And it's actually a spot I filmed with Riotto years ago.
How old is
And
he?
I think this is the secret entrance. Are you ready, my boy?
Yes.
To lose all signal.
Okay, then not. The signal's gonna hold, I believe.
Famous last words. Watch
I
out, there's
just-
always like piss on the floor.
Oh, what the? This is like cyberpunk. Sorry, mate.
Press F to begin interaction.
Damn it, I forgot my coins. Here we go. this one's broken. What a piece of shit down here. This is it, huh?
This is it. This sober restaurant.
Don't be loud, don't be loud.
I didn't. I just was looking.
And he sits
Wow. How old's the bloke in the movie?
there. 50, 60.
Oh, okay, so he's older.
And that's it.
Very nice.
It's all right. Nothing special. Gets
So
the job
the
done.
only
Good
time I've
noodles.
been here was where I didn't invite you was the same night I went on the Sumida boat cruise to the Izakaya. So we came here
Never
for
invited me
pre-drinks.
anything.
God. Okay,
I've had more invitations from the Emperor than I have from you.
this is ridiculous. Did you spend 6 hours with the Emperor walking around Tokyo right before summer?
Unbelievable.
I like how all of my one story, I keep repeating different details, and it's 10 different slights against me. Oh, no, I saw this.
Was Chat happy to have seen the Perfect Days restaurant?
Did you guys enjoy the Perfect Days?
Have you ever seen the film? Watch it. It's very, very good. What's the game plan?
I think the game plan is get a beer,
From 7-Eleven?
kampai, and go to the river. Well, I must say, as far as tour guides go, you did a smashing good job taking us around the east side of Tokyo today.
The best of the very best.
From the Emperor's penthouse, through the Imperial Park, into the Sumida River, and then through Sensoji. Oh, there's your beer. What a walk and talk. All right, 4 hours, 58 minutes of walking. Plus I forgot to turn it on for about 10 minutes. We traveled 15 kilometers on just the watch with a total calories burned of 1,600. According to the steps before we kampai, we have one more thing to cheer. Today, with very little preparation, planning, possibly enjoyment, you walked a 22,000 steps.
Wow.
And it was a total of 17 kilometers. 22,000. Kampai.
Oh, hi.
That was tiring. You earned your 23,000 steps.
Jolly good stuff. Well, it was good fun. That was good fun.
It was very nice.
Let's never do that again.
All right, everybody, say goodbye to Mr. Chris Broad. Thank you for being an extraordinary guest
It's been a
today.
ruddy pleasure, old boy.
It was a good
lot of fun
time.
today.
There you guys go. Chris did a great job. You guys did a great job. Thank you to everybody for being patient today. I miss a lot of notifications on subs and from bits and everything like that. It was good times. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for a Monster Hunter Wilds and a sponsored stream. I do need you guys to pull through for the sponsor. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
JP Vance.
Vance Raid, it says. We don't, not
Vance
J.
Raid.
Pete. They said, oh, okay,
You're
great.
my JD Vance.
Well, you're my Andrew.